When I rap, I feel like Biggie Smalls is a big inspiration for me as well. I just really liked how he would do people's style as good as them and still fuck them up on their song. I like doing that shit to people. There's like a whole load of features on Cincinnati artists' music that the songs don't come out. Sometimes it's the version with me that doesn't come out or doesn't come out at first, and I listen back to him and I'm like, I went too hard, didn't I? Like I did too much on this song. Like I sound like I'm specifically trying to out-rap them, which I was. Yeah.
Your boyfriend's a bitch. He got that 9 on him, but don't point it at shit. Except the camera, that's pointless as shit. Like emojis on an Android. Boisterous and shit. He probably got enough like damn boy.
My name is Roberto, and I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, by way of San Antonio, Texas. I started making music at 13 because I was a little bit forced. I had been taking like lessons on instruments and like doing like school band and stuff, but my parents essentially wanted me to stop running around acting like the hood rat that I continued to be and am today. So they sent me to a studio that I will not mention, and I learned how to make music from like loops on GarageBand. And very quickly after that, I met a kid there named Chris Klein, who then introduced me to his cousin, Jay Hill, and then showed me a record that Jay Hill had recently made. And I said, that's cool, that's what I'm gonna do. That's how that happened. I spend pretty much all of my time on music, whether it actually be making music, working on something surrounding music, or doing something that's going to fuel my ability to make music, whether that be making money or living life. Because there was a chunk of my life after I wrote my whole last like 5 album run, which I wrote in like 3 months, and then just held on to and just kind of dropped it off as I pleased. There was a period after that where I just couldn't write anything because I had not lived any life. I had just spent all my time working on music. So I do spend time 7 days a week on my laptop trying to figure this shit out. I might be banging my head against the front of it, and considering that my time working on music. But yeah, every day I put focused attention into it. No matter like the trajectory, you've kind of got to focus on a bunch of different arms of things that you probably never thought that you'd be doing in order to get even close to a move that puts you on the right path to almost getting where you once decided that you want to go. I've spent so much time working on music the past 9 months since I dropped my last album, and so little of it has been writing. So much of it has been midnight video editing sessions. I don't even know how, but I have proficiency in DaVinci Resolve now. Painting, fucking delegating cassette recording, and trying to plan shows last minute that didn't happen, and then making them shows happen when my hard drives was broken, my laptop was fucking up, and everything. You know what I mean? It's been so chaotic, and there have been people there, but it's kind of like, because you've decided to wear all these hats and play the role of an entire record label management team, publicist, media team, etc., you're the only one that's gonna feel the overwhelming weight of, at times, hundreds of things that aren't going exactly as the plan needs them to go. It's kind of lonely in your head when you're like an artist, I think.
One time for Corpus Christi, she like it's 14.50 at the register. I can't afford them 6, but caught a picture with the best of them. He said he got a quarter for the 50, it's some pressure. Gotta get up through Magnolia, what's the zip? I don't remember, bruh. Gave some people all my love, though they never showed me any. Go ahead and chalk it up to no one ever growing. Plenty people in my messages mentioning that I'm up next. I leave it on the context, pull up another Coke and Henny.
the extreme brick wall that I've placed between myself as a person and seeing me somewhere versus actual accessibility to me in my life has just created this thing that I can't describe, but I can feel it. In addition to just plainly being good at what I do, I've just kind of built a reputation off of saying fuck you or like no to shit. Like I feel shit out like hella hard before I say yes to anything. If I don't respect somebody, I won't work with them. I'll like manhandle you and get you out of my fucking show. My moral compass is pretty good, so I don't find problem in that. And I have faced issues in personal relationships for just being that way, but I don't give much of a fuck. It's a good protectant. I don't know if you could tell by the nature of my responses, but there's always been a whole lot going on in my brain. And so as I've grown and as my ability with creating has grown, it's sort of become like the best way for me to see what's going on in my brain on paper, so to speak. I have a hard time making sense of everything at once. And if everything doesn't make sense at once or there's not enough room for me to just like take the time to make sense of it, my head hurts. So being able to make music about it or just suppress it until I can make music about it or until the song about it comes has been a really good tool to like, stay serene and zen and calm in general, but also work through issues that I don't really feel like talking to people about, which is almost all of them.
Well, I'm gonna bring up Roberto. Is that okay, Rob? Rob says that is A-okay. Roberto, get up here!
The best piece of advice that I've ever been given was a few months ago when I went to California to meet some people that I have been very close with online, like other producers and rappers and stuff. It was my friend, he goes by the name of Black God 9. Black God is a soft-spoken and seldom spoken kind of guy. So he kind of just simply looked at me and he said, trust yourself. And that's one of those things I feel like I've forgotten how to do. My brain and my thoughts, my intentions and my actions are the reason that I'm where I'm at. Regardless of what helped me get there, that's the driving force and factor leading me to where I've gotten, wherever that may have been. It's been a lot of different places, but wherever it may be at a certain time, that's the reason why I'm there. And so I gotta be able to trust my knowledge and my capacity to decide and direct myself where I need and want to go, because I'm the only one that knows what that looks like. And I'm the only one that can put myself where I gotta be.
Shout out the dope fiends that never copped away from me. My love's still living back at home, I hope she wait for me. I got some people that are blast for me, couple claiming blast for me, constantly confused and contemplating no catastrophe. Halle Berry, hallelujah, hope you holler back at me. Mama think I'm trying to prove that no one wanna match with me.